Hello students! With your board exams just around the corner, I thought we could do a complete and structured revision of the chapter on political parties.
I know this can be a very stressful time for all of you, but don't worry. This explainer is designed to make your revision very clear and simple, and hopefully it will build your confidence for the exam.
So, we'll follow this clear structure to revise the entire chapter. This will make sure we cover all the important topics you need to know.
Okay, let's dive right in. First things first, let's start with the most basic definition. Remember, a political party is basically a team, a group of people who come together to contest elections with the aim of holding power in the government. And it's made up of three very important components. First, you have the leaders, then the active members, and finally, the followers.
Now, let's move on to a very important question. Why are political parties actually necessary? Why do we need them?
You know, this is a critical thinking question that often appears in exams. We hear so many criticisms about political parties all the time, right? So why are they considered so essential for any democracy? Well, the answer lies in the functions they perform.
For your exams, you must remember these 7 functions. Just focus on these keywords that you see on the screen. They are the key to writing a full marks answer.
Let's move on and see how this all builds up. We'll now talk about the different types of party systems that we can find across the world.
This table here illustrates the 3 main systems perfectly. Now, a common mistake students make is to think that one system is better than another, but that's not the case. The right system really depends on a country's unique social and historical circumstances.
All right, now we will look at the party system in our own country, in India, and understand the difference between national and state parties.
Please remember this for your exams. The criteria laid down by the Election Commission are very important, especially for 1-mark or 2-mark questions. It's all about the numbers.
Now, you don't need to know every single detail about each party, but you should remember the core ideology keyword for each one, just as you see on this slide. This is what's most important.
So here's a crucial point. While parties are absolutely necessary, they are not perfect. Let's take a look at the challenges they face and some of the reforms that have been suggested.
The first major challenge is that parties often don't practice democracy within their own structures. This can lead to a situation called dynastic succession, where top positions are passed down within the members of just one family.
So, what's the solution? Well, the proposed solution is to pass a law that makes it compulsory for parties to be more transparent and democratic internally.
The second big challenge is the growing influence of money and sometimes even muscle power in politics, especially during elections.
A key reform to tackle this problem is the mandatory affidavit system. This was an order by the Supreme Court, and it makes information about a candidate's wealth and criminal background available to the public.
We have now revised the entire chapter, so let's focus on how to present this knowledge effectively in your answer sheet to score full marks.
To write a neat and high-scoring answer, always follow these steps. A well-structured answer is much easier for the examiner to read and to grade. And finally, these are some general but very crucial tips to keep in mind during the exam. These will help you avoid losing marks because of silly mistakes.
We have covered all the key concepts of this chapter. Trust your preparation, stay calm, and just do your best. All the very best for your exams.